Fellow stock traders, the market was down a little bit today, which was really too bad. It came off those all-time highs and just kind of bounced off those all-time highs. Overall, I had a great day today. I'm going to go through a review of yesterday and then also cover the top 7. Today on Tuesday, I finished with a 0.79% gain. Not that big a gain, but with the market being down, I feel very good about that. So far, month to date, if you are following those insiders and you are a member of our Patreon group, you should be really close to a 24.37% gain so far this month. Year to date, I am at a 745% gain, so way above my 200% goal I set at the beginning of the year. And of course, I'm thrilled about that and looking for 1,000%. I am excited to do so. Hopefully I can get there. I'm just going to keep picking these insiders and keep going from there. The months of November, December, and January are numbers 3, 2, and 1 as far as best months for insider activity. And so I'm looking forward to a great 3 months coming up, and hopefully you are too. So today I did some day trading. I day traded LXRX, CTIB, and KNDI. I covered these in the standard level of our group, and I had a 7.16% gain today day trading those. I did pretty well. Did the best with LXRX. Had a nice little trade with KNDI towards the middle of the day. I like to use Webull as my broker, and the reason why I do is because they have terrific scanners, and I can trade as early as 3 a.m. and as late as 7 p.m. So I can trade later than most investors and earlier than most investors, and I like how orders fill on it, and all transactions are free on there. So it's a free trading platform. It is superior to a lot of different brokers. I've had them all. I do like Schwab also, but Webull is very easy to use and has great trading hours. If you're looking for a powerful broker, please check it out in the description down below. You get 1 free stock when you sign up, and you get 2 free stocks when you deposit money. I have some sales to report from the top 7. Had quite a few that I sold today, and the first was MAXR. I sold for an 8.69% gain, which I was excited about. I sold it in pre-market, and as soon as I did, they announced a higher price target on it, and it shot up. So that's going to happen. I just need to be happy with my 8.69% gain. Hopefully you had a nice gain on it also. Sold VRAY, sold it today for a 5.6% gain. Sold CDTX for a 15.8% gain, and sold CORT for a 5.79% loss. It had been 3 days since its insider activity. It hit my trading plan. It did not do well. Time to move on, pick out something else, and put that money to use in a stock that's going to do better. I like to give stocks a chance to run. I have a trading plan with each and every stock. So depending upon the strategy that I have, I've determined whether a 3-day swing or a 5-day swing would work, or even sometimes just an overnight swing. And it depends greatly upon the strategy. And so what I do is I'll chart that strategy. So I look for a particular catalyst, and I look how the stock reacts to that catalyst. And then I will pick out a best time frame for that catalyst. And it's not perfect, but overall it's worked for me as a trading plan. And it helps me to kind of take out the guesswork of when's the best time to get out. Because on every stock that you get in, you got to not only have a plan for getting in, but you have to have an exit point plan. And so that's very important also, and I've been talking a lot about that here lately. It's really, really important not only to buy your stocks right, but to sell them right. Well, let's get to the top 7. We have many great stocks to cover and talk about. All of these are insider swing plays, and so all of them have had insider activity, and that is what I'm focusing on right now. It is what is performing by far the best, whether the market is up or down. The first one is MTEM. This is Molecular Templates, and on Tuesday it finished up 2%. My average is $9.29. Since calling this out in our Discord and in our Patreon group, it is up 4.04%. B-Flat Biotech had been buying up shares and had been 8 days in a row of insider activity. I have an analyst target on this at $20.84, and so I think this one has plenty of upside even from where it's at, and I think it can do well. The next is UEPS. This is Net1, and on Tuesday it finished up 0.59%, so just a little bit. My average in it is $3.36, and since calling this out in our Discord, it is up 1.49% so far. Value Capital Partners has been loading up shares, and they have a history of loading up shares, and when they start, they typically load up day after day after day. That hasn't happened quite yet, but I am looking forward to that type of activity. That's how it's happened in the past. Analysts have an average target on the stock of $5 a share, and so there is plenty of upside for it according to analysts. The next is CWH, and this has been on the list for a little bit. On Tuesday, this finished up 1.12%. My average in it's $26.81. And since calling this out in our Discord, this stock is up 7.68%. So it's been very good insider activity. This is Camping World. Analysts have an average target on this stock at $38 a share. So there is plenty of upside in it. And Michael Malone and Steven Adams believe in it greatly because they put their own money into the stock. Over $5 million is what Steven Adams put in an open market. And so that's extremely bullish transaction. And the stock has definitely performed well. And it's had a little bit of news too. And so there's been some good news on this. But I still think it's got more to go. And so this is a good stock to be in. I think Camping World is a good investment. Hopefully you got in on it right when I called it out. Now for the top 7. Here we go. Number 7 is GTHX. This is G1 Therapeutics, and on Tuesday this finished up 4.55%. My average in it's $12.95, and since calling this out in our group, it is up 7.34%. So it's doing pretty well. You know, that's a great investment over just a couple of days. And John Bailey bought shares 2 days in a row. It was very bullish how it was done, and this has a huge analyst upside target. Analysts put an average target on this stock of $56.43. That's huge upside, and so I like that. I like to see insider activity and a high analyst target. That is something I look for, and so this one's a really good one, and I think it's still got plenty to go. Number 6 is HBI. This is HAYN's brand, so of all things, this has done pretty well since calling it out, and on Tuesday this finished up 1.58%. My average in it's $13.02, and since calling it out in our Discord, it is up 4.07%. So it's doing pretty nicely for a nice safe stock like it is, and Ronald Nelson was buying up shares. Analysts have an average target on this stock of $15.64, so it's still got a good 20% upside according to analysts. Number 5 is Wrap Technologies, and this one has not done well, and I don't know really why. The insider activity is very strong, but Wrap Technologies, this is WRTC. This is number 5 on the list. Now on Tuesday this finished down 4.13%. My average in at $6.23. Since calling this one out, this one has not turned out that great so far. It hasn't turned out well yet, but Scott Cohen, executive director, this is the second time that Scott has been buying up shares, and he bought $90,270 in open market this time, and before had a really nice transaction before. These insider buys from Scott Cohen seem to be happening every 3 or 4 days, and so I think this one's got a lot more to go. All right, number 4 is Avis Budget, CAR, and on Tuesday this finished down 1.51%. This one is brand new to the list, so I did call this one out in our Discord the other day. My average in it's $37.15, and so far since calling it out, it is down 1.48%. But Karthik Sarma, director, bought $5 million worth of shares, and this particular director has been loading up shares every couple of months in big fashion. So analysts have an average target on the stock of $41.17. That's almost a 15% upside, and so this stock could definitely move forward, and I think that it will here soon. Number 3 is another new one. So we got a lot of new ones to list. Number 3 is BSGM. This is Biosignature. On Tuesday this finished up 1.52%. My average in it's $4.03. So since calling this out in our Discord, it is up 2.74%. I got called out this afternoon, and the reason why is because CEO is buying up shares again, multiple buys, multiple days, and they're just little buys, but they keep happening. Analysts have an average target on the stock that is gigantic of $13 a share from where it is currently trading, and so that's almost 300% upside. That's over 300% upside. So definitely like to see that, and I think that this one will do really well, especially if the CEO continues to load up. You will see this one march in the right direction going forward. So watch for that tomorrow. I think more insider activity can happen on it. All right, number 2 is SBH. This is Sally Beauty Holdings, and we've had this one quite a few times. You know, it's kind of funny. Every time I think of this particular stock and every time I see it show up as an insider transaction, I start singing the song Mustang Sally. But anyway, on Tuesday this finished down 0.27%. This one's brand new to the list. My average in it's $11.06, and we called this out while it was down quite a bit today. Since calling it out, it is up 0.67%, so just barely up. You definitely have time time to get in on this. If you want to get in on this and you're watching on YouTube and you're not a member of our Discord, I think this would be a great stock because Christian Brickman is buying up shares at $10.54 in open market. And it was a very bullish transaction. And so I think that this one's going to do really well tomorrow. And so this would be a good one to get into. All right. And number one, this stock is one I saw run a couple months ago like crazy. And this is Urban One, UONEK. This is the secondary shares, and I got in at $1.14 average, which was really kind of terrible. That was not a great entry, actually. I don't always plan it perfectly. I saw the insider activity. It was extremely bullish. The CEO bought $285,000 worth at $1.04 a share. It's got a low float. It has a history of exploding huge. And so to see that type of insider activity, I'm a buyer now. I'm in it. I'm taking up a bunch of shares, and I expect this one to really climb tomorrow. And in after hours, this one really started to move. So I can see this one being explosive tomorrow. I think this is going to be great. But anyway, this one was brand new to the list. And on Tuesday, by the end of market day, it finished up 16.50%. Since calling it out in our Discord with my terrible entry, and there were a lot of members who got a better entry than I did because they were a little later than I was. I kind of bought it at the highest point, but it is still up 3.51% from where I called it out at. But I think this stock will explode. It could be that this stock runs over 100%. We don't see insider activity from UONE very often, and so to see the CEO get in there and buy shares was a very eye-opening experience to see that. I appreciate all of you that watch each and every day. I really appreciate all those likes that you guys have given me. I look forward to the next coming months. I think that this is going to be a great time for us. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We put one of these out every business day. I hope all of you have a fantastic trading week. The rest of the week, I wish all of you the best. And Raythoven out.